G'day guys, welcome to the mailbag preview for Stakes Day at Flemington, the final day of the Cup Carnival. Thank God.
It's been a journey.
Been a big day, been a big week.
Yeah.
Been a big carnival. We're wearing the Godolphin hats thanks to Jordan. Drew's begged me to wear it. We've worn it. It's a big result.
The Blue Jackets are coming, mate.
Yeah.
Huey Bowman, best in the business.
No, he's not. The Chop King finally got one away though.
Yeah, he did.
Look out, where's he going?
Japan, I think, or somewhere like that. I don't know. Somewhere where we can't punt on him, thankfully.
Chop King over there getting the yellow fever, right?
Yeah, mate. She's apples. That's all I got to say.
There's a fair bit of that on course actually on Thursday.
Really?
There wasn't much on course today at Maui though, let me tell you.
Were you the only one there?
It's about, I'd say there's like 400 people there.
How many do you reckon were owners?
There were
390?
There were two bookies.
Yep.
I didn't see him ride a ticket.
Oh. You wouldn't want to be at Maui being a bookie, that's for sure. Let's get straight into it, I reckon.
Want to be at Maui full stop.
That's a fair point. Straight into it, race one. How do we expect the track to play? So,
Chris from BetSmart just texted us. What did he say?
he said it's going to be playing fair. So, you know, I agree with that. I think
Down the outside in the straight races would be advantaged, I reckon.
Depends once again. So that was how Jordan won, in my opinion. Is the inside going was good 3 compared to the outside going. Now it had more wear and tear on the inside, but it's actually probably as good a ground. And
No, I don't agree. Outside's always faster.
I was expecting him to have a sneaky winner, and it's what happened. So I may have got lucky. I don't know, but I think he can win on either side.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting.
I don't think it's a dramatic difference on Thursday.
Yeah.
And the reason that Hugh got what he got is because there's only 5 horses there. It's like a Sydney race where they can't get a field. He could just pick his gaps, time his run, get it done. But if I could pick, I want to be on the outside fence.
Yeah.
And especially more.
Depends how much they've artificially put on, because I think
more towards the end of the carnival.
I think if you're watering an area that's already
well
trampled, so you're watering an area that's well trampled, it's less likely to go in, is what I'm told.
So we're going with that hat the whole time?
At least for the first 2 races when I'm tipping up Godolphin runners. Race 1.
How was Kittens? Well, I dropped you there.
Putting me in the crap. Not my fault you had to leave me to go see one of your side girls, mate.
Oh, I can't wait. I don't have any side girls. Anyway, race 1, have you got a bet here? I don't.
I quite like... I think this is worth going through, actually. It's a decent race. There's some proven form lines. I think the 2 Godolphin runners are both big chances. And this Snowden thing's been truckloaded. This one called King. They're spruiking it to potentially be their slipper horse. So I'd be very wary of that. If it looks good in the yard, it's got blinkers on, I'm pretty sure. So there's serious deal for it. But the one I like is Encryption. I just think it's coming out of the right form lines. It's run well. I think it's shown that it's got that late speed, which is what I'm wanting to see from a horse like that. And I think it's well suited here. So $6, I could play each way in race 1. I mean, being a sick puppy, you got to have a bet in race 1, don't you?
Well, we'll just see how they parade. I'm not betting until I see them parade.
You bet money back $50, second, third.
Stop spruiking you bet.
Points bet money back second. Up to $100 on. So, you know.
What have the other mobs stopped doing it?
Which ones? Oh, all the others are doing it, but most of them are doing bonus bets, or they're doing for points, like Crown Bet's doing for points, which you can get back in cash if you go into the casino as well to change it in there. Yeah.
Yes, you can. Race 2, 2,000 metre race, benchmark 90. What are we thinking, Drew?
This is my second best bet of the day here. I think there's a clear standout in Tarquin. It maps perfectly. He's going to get the 1-1 spot.
5th up?
Yeah, been running really well.
Second go at 2,000 metres.
Look, I think it was a decent run in the Maui Cup. I know you go, Maui Cup to this, but you look who it's got to beat. Knowable's coming out of a Bendigo race where it couldn't see out 1,600, so it's not getting 2,000 in my opinion. Tiger Tim will be leading them around. I don't think it's this grade. Have Plenty, Shamkia, Luke's isn't this grade. Corkum I could make a case for, Omnicom Ruler, I think, it's failing.
Obsidian Ruler.
Yeah, that one. It's got a fitness query for mine. Caster's Yarra Valley winner, and look, I know you'll probably like meet and greet from its Bendigo Cup. That I think there's only two real main chances to beat it. So if I can bet $4.40 to win for 2.5 units, and have 3.5 units on it to place at $1.80, I think I'm getting a really good show here.
Yeah, I thought the 1 and the 2 Tarquin, and I'm interested in meet and greet. It paraded really well at Bendigo, led along a pretty solid field. Like that QE would have SP'd inside $20 in the Melbourne Cup. But yeah, it's a bit of a low race. Wait and see and parade again. It's off.
It's off.
Done.
You got an OTI one? Because I love the OTI runners.
You do love OTI.
No.
Race 3, you done there?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm ready for race 3.
Race 3 over the mile benchmark 96. You don't get many of them.
Not many. And you look at these runners, you go, well, most of them belong in it, apart from one. So,
what price is it? Fastnet Tempest. Drew's very excited about it. He likes the stable. He likes the silks.
260.
He loves the silks.
260 into 240. Well, they keep winning.
They are going very well.
260 into 245. If your missus has a Ladbroke or doesn't have Ladbroke's account yet, boost it to 290.
Stop talking about corporates.
I've talked them all up. You're getting about $2.60 on Betfair at the moment. So I'm chips in here. This is my biggest bet of the carnival. It just wins.
Okay.
Fastness Tempest. Like, if I go through this field real quickly, because we should. Man of his word, I think's a danger, but it hasn't been winning.
It's up to this.
It's a danger, but from what I've seen with Fastnet Tempest, and I know it's going to go to the next level this run, they've set up for this. This is its peak. Whereas I think Man of His Word's already peaked. Like, it's already been running at its level. So I'm happy to take it on. Raw Impulse was beaten by it. Every chance at sale. Jacquinot Bay is probably the one that I'm wary of. I think Jacquinot's been running some good races, but once again, I'm happy to back it to get run down. Master Reset, it's missed a run because it just went around and did nothing last start. Cold Stone needs more runs to get into its prep. Orange Spirit's not up to this, and Parallel World's not up to this. So I'm getting $2.60 better. I'm really saying there's probably only 2 horses that can beat it in this, and that's Man of His Word and Jacquinot Bay, and I'm very keen to take them on.
And Master Reset, I think. Cold Stone's a chance.
On
Jacquinot Bay is right in this. I think Fastnet Tempest will win.
Yep.
Race 4, 400 metres. Is supply and demand scratched yet?
Yep, so they've scratched supply and demand officially.
Should it have won on Thursday?
Yeah. It was on the hard riding at the turn and then just found late, and they just didn't get it going. Like, I think they had to lead on it.
I don't know why they didn't, yeah.
If they lead, they win. And, yeah, we would have got the cash. Anyway.
Is that the same race as Grand Rosso?
Yes.
Willow copped a severe bag from Hayes. I was within earshot.
He lets them know it. It's good, isn't it? Hazy doesn't hold back. And he's known for that. It's good.
Yeah, he really copped it.
Look, this is a wide open race. I think Light in My Veins, I have to respect it on what it did last start. When you look at its sectionals against Rich Charm at Caulfield, it's legit quality.
Well, the form's been franked, hasn't it?
Yeah, and then it steps up to the further distance is what it needs. Duke of Brunswick's just not going well enough. I know I like it, but I'm happy to take it on. How'd be thy name of that wins?
Who's replacing the Chop King on Duke of Brunswick?
Haven't seen a replacement yet, so we'll find out.
Okay.
Bassett, I thought, was very unlucky last start at Moonee Valley behind the Hell of a Street Race, which had Miss Gunpowder and Suspense and all that. It was on the inside and just got chopped out. Like, I thought it was going to win.
Rich Charm form.
So I think Bassett's ready to peak here, especially up to the 1400.
What price am I getting about Bassett, Drew?
In double figures, about 10s, 12s.
It's my top pick in this race.
Yeah, it's my top pick as well. I've got Lord Aspen as my second pick. So these are both double figure odds. I can take them both and save a Light in My Veins, and I think I've got a result there.
I'm exactly with you.
Yeah.
But I obviously do about 10th of the form that you've done.
Look, I would just say
fair enough. I've been at races all Thursday. I've been at Maui today.
Exactly. Rudiger and Sadaka are both going well enough, but other than that, I'm happy to take everything else on.
Race 5, 2,600 metres, a Group 3.
Queen Elizabeth Stakes, one of my favourites of the card every year, to be honest. I just like this race, and
I think I'm going to love this race because Kiwi paraded interestingly at Bendigo. It's a tough horse. It's sucked Kawea into the race.
Kiwi hit $1.20
and just dropped it. The stable will not be running it unless it's perfect. I don't see how it loses this
They're
race.
here to win races. They're not here to run second, to run third. They're there for the name.
Wheel Leisure's going well. Venga Mask going well. Kiwi is solid, but it had every possible, and it paraded better than Kiwi at Bendigo and couldn't get it done. I think Kiwi's moral.
I'm actually having an each-way play here on Wheel Leisure. I just think what it did in the Geelong Cup from out the back was just massive, covered ground. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Just a bit of smoke in the air. Just what it did at Geelong's just been massive, and I'm happy to follow it here. I think it
is going well.
It doesn't map well. That's my only query.
Its biggest runs have come off really soft tempos, which it's not going to get.
It's had one or two decent form lines though in the past, and I've tried to make sure that it's the right bet for something like this because I know the tempo is going to be on. So I think you can see it out.
Wheel Leisure each way. I'm on Kiwi to win. Race 6, 2,000 metres. Wait for age. Oh no, it's not. It's Mares. Group 2. I've got another one here.
I've just been following this horse and haven't been backing it, but Felika's just clear on top of here for me. So, using your old, got to have a run at 2,000 metres. A lot of these horses are stepping up, 1,600 to 2,000. You got Tahani, you got Heavens Above, Prompt Response, Flying Jess, Consumator, Payroll. Smart As You Think's had a run at 2,000, but been beaten both times. Token of Love, same as well. Sabapinka Pinsky was a good run behind Louboutin, I thought, but once again up to 2,000 bit of the career. I just keep coming back for Felika. It's done everything that needs to do. It keeps winning.
What price?
Defied the bias last start. I'm getting 550 to 15, so I can go each way, and
Well,
and that's much better today as well.
I'm a massive Prompt Response fan. I had a good bet at it on Derby Day where it sat 3 wide, stuck on really well. That was the second run at 1,600.
How did it miss a place?
Because I was on it.
Yeah.
I know Rob up in Sydney, who does the mounting yard for MailBag up there, loves the horse. I reckon it's now or never. It is going 1,600 to 2,000. It is a Beneteau mare, which normally wouldn't get that sort of trip, but Gay is fucking flying.
Correct. You can just ignore anything with Gay, can't you?
I think Heavens Above is the main threat, but I did have on Saturday because I was on Thursday because I was just punting like a demon. I had a big bet at Ball of Muscle into Kiwi into it to buy a house. So and I've also had another Kiwi Prompt Response multi. So they're the only two I've had a bet at before I get there tomorrow. I'm really kind of cheering Prompt Response, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree. 600 to 2,000. I'm sort of going against what I'd normally say, but 2 runs at 1,600. Gay horse. Like fuck, they're tough. They're the toughest stable.
You don't have to convince me.
What Pino did.
I'd be happy
What
with
Pino did on Thursday was unbelievable.
That thing, like, are we following that into like a Cox Plate or a Caulfield Cup next year? I think we have to, right?
It's so impressive, and the ride by Stephen Basta was just such quality. Like
on any other horse, you'd say he's murdered that in terms of a ride because you can't do that on any other
that's
horse.
what the Chop King Hugh Bowman should have done on Sambro.
Yeah, we know. Should have at least given it a shot. Yeah.
Well, then maybe when you get into the straight, don't try and stay inside the one run of it. Just go outside it, eh? Let's not fight it for 300 metres up the straight.
He gave it a Jordan at Mooney Valley run.
Yeah, it wasn't good. All right, now this is an enormous race.
If you pick the winner of this one, so race 7, 1,200 metres.
Darley Classic, Wait for Age, Group 1, down the straight, 1,200 metres. Wow.
Let's go through the full field. I think we have to.
Chautauqua, wetter the better. Drawn perfect for
Can be
it.
firm. I think it's still fine.
It's hard to pen. Can't pen it.
Well, you look at its record at the track. Bloody impressive at the track because
can't be penned.
It's the type of thing that it'll get lost around a bend. It'll get too far back, but that's not going to happen in the straight. So
goes in every exotic.
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, correct.
Red Zell.
3 starts, 3 wins this prep. Hard to pen, isn't it? You just got to respect it.
It's favourite. It's like for me.
Yeah, it's on top for me at the moment. No, I don't even like the horse.
It should be favourite, and it's the most likely winner in my opinion.
Agreed.
Vega Magic. Does it get a positive jockey change here?
Who's on?
Someone's on. I don't know.
Anyone but Craig.
Luke Nolan?
I think you're right with Luke Nolan, yeah. Look. For down the straight, Lukey's not bad. I mean, he's done it.
I think he looks seriously good. He's right on the... Aloysius was alright. It was bolting on the turn. Anyway, Vega Magic. What are you doing?
I'm just kind of... I have to put it in the quaddie, but... $6. I think it's probably... It was set for the Everest. It didn't come up last start, and is it done with its prep? I don't know. I know it's hard to take on this stable.
I'm really confident to pick it from the yard.
Yeah.
I know this horse well. It wasn't as good as it has been at Moonee Valley. I'm confident I can get this one right.
I feel like I made a mistake at Moonee Valley keeping my bet on.
What has it done? It would have SP'd. It's SP'd favourite in the Everest. So, look, if the Everest has run 10 times, it wins it more than Red Zell won it.
Correct, 100%.
So, you can't pen it. It's got to go in every exotic. Yeah. Terra Vista.
Pen it.
Not penning it.
Look, to be fair,
we're getting a big price.
Yeah, 7 runs at the track, only missed a place once. So I think if you would like it for a place bet, go
Stable
for it.
is flying.
Yeah, but this horse isn't.
Yeah, that's what you... Did it win this race last year? It wasn't flying last year this time.
No, it's got much better than it was now.
$51. Definitely be having a little ticket on it. 100%.
Yep.
It goes in every exotic for me. Malaguera.
Is it good enough?
$12 chance.
Is it good enough? That's a question.
Yes, it is. I think it is.
Like, we've got the best of the best sprinters here.
Yeah.
At weight for age, is it just like... I've just got that query on it. Like, I think its last 2 runs were massive. They were enormous. I think for Haydock to win that last race, that was not a quality Group 1 on times. It was a bias win against a group that on the sectionals didn't perform. Like, if
I probably won't be
the Grey Flash...
but I won't be penning it. I'll be in my exotics.
Yeah. Like, if they run it really hard and the Grey Flash is there, I think it beats Malaguera. So, like, that's...
I'm talking about having sort of working 7 horses into a first 4.
Yeah, okay.
Right? It's one of the 7.
It's a must include, yeah.
Impending.
This is the unknown horse of the field, I'm going to say. I think it's got ability that's untapped that we don't know about. I mean, it beat bloody In Her Time 2 back and ran really well from out back. Sectionals were just legit quality.
The spruik on this thing is enormous. How it is shorter than Redkirk Warrior, I've got no fucking idea.
Because Redkirk failed in the Everest. That's the reason. Is it a clear
so
weight
back to Melbourne, down the straight. How does it go down the straight in Group 1?
I know. It was a Group 2 win and it won a handicap, not a weight for age race, so...
Yeah, but it's won twice down the straight in Group 1s, isn't it?
53 kilos, given, like, others 5 kilos, it was better off, so... Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's a good horse, but I think I can take it on here.
No way.
I'll take Redkirk on. I won't take on Impending.
So I've got Impending in, but Redkirk is definitely in, and that's the end of my ins. Every horse below that, I'm not interested in.
Whoa. So Rock Magic, I'll take on. Clearly, Innocent, I'll take on.
Rock Magic's going really well. It was ridden very badly at Moonee Valley.
I still just don't think it's going well enough to win.
It's giving like 2 kilos to the best sprinters of the last 4 years.
Spieth. If it wins, you can win without me. Man from Uncle couldn't win a easier sprint.
Oh, why is it here?
Yeah. In Her Time. Bar plates off.
Oh, you got to pen some of them. I'm penning it.
This is my second pick in the race. I think I've been waiting for it. I just think it'll improve extra length and it could just blow these away.
Second pick?
Yeah.
So what's your top pick?
Red Zell.
Red Zell? Alright, I'll go Red Zell. I'll pick a horse by the end of this and we'll have a case on it.
This is not a race that I'd like to do a case bet on.
But then my horse will beat In Her Time.
I think we can find a better horse on the Emirates.
Alright, you pick out of Chautauqua, Vega. Chautauqua and Vega. Pick one.
And what's your horse?
No, you can pick it for me. You can take on Chautauqua or Vega. I reckon they'll both beat In Her Time. Pick one for a case.
It's a hard one. I'll take on the Grey Flash, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm back in. Come on. Yes. Yes.
You talked me around. Super Cash, no. Miss Rock.
Oh, it's going. They're all going well, mate. But
Yeah.
this is legitimate.
I'm thinking Miss Rock you could include in a first four because he could sneak fourth. It's one of those bloody horses.
Red Zell should be tight to the outside fence, ball and muscle style. Just catch me if you can.
Yeah.
I don't think anything will. Done.
Yep.
Race number, what, 9?
8. Emirates Stakes, 2,000 metres.
Oh, Jesus.
Top to bottom. Once
How
again,
upset are you about Tom Melbourne getting scratched?
Oh, man, I'm devastated.
Think of the money you saved.
To be fair, I put up on Twitter this morning, breaking, I'm not backing Tom Melbourne.
I probably would have pissed
He had
him.
his he had
Probably
his
would've
chance.
pissed him.
He had his chances at handicap. He's not winning weight for age. It's a simple fact of it. Like, did you look at the sectional data of that last? He went 10 lengths above benchmark, final 600. Massive, and he still couldn't win.
Okay, I don't care. Enough about Tom. Move on from Tom. It's a costly horse. It's costing you a lot of money. What are you doing here?
I would like to go through the field here. So Happy Clapper, I'm not convinced it's a 2,000 metre horse at its best. I think it's a miler. It didn't get its chance from the ride that it had last start, but I'm taking it on. It somewhat wasn't right in the yard you were saying last start. I think this is a massive improvement needed. If we find it from the yard, we may have something on it at the 26s, but
It's somewhat.
yeah,
19 best here with Crown.
Yeah.
Oh, lights are on.
oh,
Jeez.
getting late.
Means we've got to wrap it up.
Yeah. Got to take it on. Galo Chop can include. We'll have in McCoddy, not top pick. Toast and Stardom, same thing. Ignore last start, can win. Sense of Occasion, 0 chance. Folkswood, have to respect it from the Cox Plate run. I personally don't like it as a horse, but it showed me that it can win. Harlem, what price? 30s. For a horse that is proven at 2,000 metres, it's run 2,400, 2,500, 2,500 and not got the distances. Back to 2,000, rock hard fit.
I was already off spending the money on Saturday.
I know. At the 400, it looked home and then just found nothing
It
because
was
it didn't stay.
Aloysius, just like,
Yeah, it didn't stay. So back to 2,000, I'm massively over this.
what are you
horse.
doing with the big red nuts here?
Take it on. It's not good enough. I mean, it couldn't win a Group 1 over in New Zealand last start. It's running well enough that it'll place, probably, but
Okay.
I just don't think it can beat all of our top liners.
Odeon.
Going well. I think it's a exotics play, but that's about it. Same with Sosa Bon.
Sosa Bon. Wasn't Sosa Bon running over 1,200 like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Now 1,600 last start, up to 2,000. The Taj Mahal's a blowout chance. It's run second twice in Group 1s in the past 2 preps at Arlington and somewhere in the UK. Don't dismiss it. Samovar, take it on. And Cliff's Edge, I just have to take on at the price. I'm not convinced, but the speed sectional data does say it's a chance.
If they're leading and winning, it's got 51 kilos.
Yeah.
The horse, it's red hot. The horse, it's a yard horse.
Galo Chop's going to be pressuring it out the front. That's the issue.
I'm not convinced. I think Folks will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's like post race, every horse from the Cox Plate shits itself.
Yeah.
Because they've just gone too fast.
Potentially.
Like when horses win out of the Cox Plate, it's like a shit Cox Plate compared to what they just ran in.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't like a record time. It's just like a okay time, and Seamus Ward wins it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like they've really I watched all these horses post Cox Plate, and they were blowing harder than I've ever almost seen.
Fair enough.
So on form, Folkswood should piss this in. You can't pen just about anything in this field. But I will definitely be having something on Harlem because the prick owes me money now.
I just think the price is ridiculous for its personal best run this prep over 2,000 metres.
Yeah.
We know it can sit forward and we know the speed's going to be on. It's going to be set up, and if it's good enough, it's good enough.
Yeah, but there's a lot of young talented horses here with no weight. Well, there's one real talented horse with no weight, and we've not lost on it this whole prep in the yard. The one time we've taken it on, Aloysius belted it.
And that's the thing. I might come around to Cliff's Edge on the day.
Yeah, we'll just wait and see with this race from the yard.
Race 9, probably one of the hardest races of the day and a real bad ending to the carnival, I want to say. Like, why do you put this race 9? Like, end it with a bang, you know?
Tesla. Tesla. Remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Off the couch, up at the valley.
This is just a crap field. So, Saucony's giving, 6 kilos to the rest of them?
All right, well, what are you doing?
I like the Hayes horse here, Murakib. I think it's
Formality form.
yeah, its Mooney Valley win was good. Formality, form wasn't disgraced. They just went too slow and it was too far back. Down 3 kilos today from that run.
Didn't Formality run a pretty good race?
Yeah. Ran third.
What price are we getting it?
Getting about $7 each way.
$8.
Yeah.
It'll beat trekking, won't it?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm happy to take on trekking. Happy to take on the
Eptimum shit itself.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get speed on, so you know it's going to be truly run with Saucony on speed, in my opinion, with 1 or 2.
The Minari form and the Merchant Navy form. Merchant Navy won at $20.
Yeah. That Andaz one's just one to keep an eye on because it ran 8th in that Merchant Navy group.
It's the one. It's the only one I've marked here.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it a lot.
Yeah. I would say Tamasa, the wheel horse, is decent. Tamasa. And this icon of Dubai, they backed heavy, remember, first up and it failed. So, when it came down here to Flemington. Snowden's
haven't fired many shots this carnival.
No. Like, you expect them just to win bang, bang, bang at Caulfield and stuff, and they don't. They haven't.
It's a little bit suspect.
All
right, Druzy. Best bet, my man.
OTI Fastnet Tempest chips in.
QE.
Do you like it?
Best value.
Clearly the value on the card is Harlem. Like,
my best value, Fastnet Tempest into QE into Prompt Response, and if QE and Prompt Response wins and you're getting the Mounting Yard Mail, there'll probably be none after the Prompt Response wins.
What, straight to kittens?
I don't know where I'll go, but it won't be fucking working.
Looking forward to it, pretty much, I have to say. Gonna be good to get on track. We've got a few questions as well.
Oh, quickly now.
Yeah. So, friend of the show, Jonathan Walsh. Boys, thoughts on Oz racing and breeding? Do we need to have some Oz bred Melbourne Cup chances going forward?
No.
Rob said ship sailed. We've got Americane out here breeding, so we've got,
Who cares?
We've got the breeding there, we're just not...
Well, why do we need them?
Look, I think we do need Australian...
Why?
You got to try and compete on every level. We don't support it.
It's not a national sport. Like, it's an owner individual sport. But there's no cash or incentive to have a good stayer in Australia. If I go to yearling sales, why would I buy a Fiorente yearling? Because I'll tell you why. Because I'm minted and I've got 7 other horses and I don't really care how long it takes.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to the sales and I want to get people to race a horse with me, or it's my first horse, I've only got 2. I'm buying a Fighting Sun or a Vince,
Yeah, you
I want to get a thing on the track as quick as I can because it's cash for them. The whole industry is set up for sprinters in Australia, and we're very good at it. And I don't give a shit what horses come and race.
I think it's if you got good stayers and you got a lot of stayers going through, I think it then helps jumps racing as well. And I think to have jumps racing working,
don't really care about. But
I do a lot, so I like jumps racing. I think it helps both sides. That'd be the reason for me to keep doing it. Roy Flanagan, how many lengths does King win by?
Who's that, the Chop King?
No, King, the Snowden
He's off
runner
to
in race
Japan, the
1.
Chop King. He's done.
Snowden runner in race 1.
No idea.
Someone saying already nibbled it for the slipper.
That is, you are a sick puppy, whoever you are.
Yeah, it's not me. Adam C. Floyd wants to know your opinions on Gerald in race 5. I think you...
That is the lowest thing I've seen on... Careful what I say, but...
Yeah. He's probably got a horse he owns in it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be allowed to ride a horse in a horse race for a very long time.
Here's an interesting one.
If you lose your credibility and your integrity
yeah.
in racing and it's bad look for the game, you should be wiped out, which won't happen because it doesn't ever happens. But
true.
It's fucking crook.
Kieran Cullen, when looking at horses pre-race or in their boxes, do you take into account Connection's body language or conversations they are having between each other. Can I go on that one? Remember when
I don't know what you're going to
Ullman and bloody the other weir horse?
Yeah, it's
and
a good example. This is when I was on the when I was up on Queensland, and I'm on the phone watching him, and I said Drew Ullman looks right, and he goes, "No, well, I heard the strapper say back the other one."
Literally, they're going around with the parading the horses, and this lady who's obviously a stable hand for someone else said to the guy that she knows who's strapping Ullman, "Oh, I've had a bet on your one." And he goes, "Oh no, our other one's the one that's going to win today."
Yeah, well, and I told we sent out
Burning
Ullman,
front. That was
we sent out Ullman on top.
Yeah.
So I don't listen to him at all.
Correct. Rob this is interesting. Rob says, I was taught to factor that in. You do see things on the racetrack, connections hanging around the stalls is a good sign. Strappers can look keyed up as well. Sometimes you'd guess they've got the week's pay on. It's interesting. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, but they're also they're a strapper. They're not a quality wagerer, are they?
It's true.
It's too like you can't measure it, so I don't worry about it.
Paul Lowe wants to know what we think they're going to do in the sprint. So they're going to both
down the outside. I think I'll all go the outside.
Really? I reckon they'll split.
Oh, they might split in that.
I think there's too many horses
in that big fat race.
Yeah, there's too many horses. You have to split.
Red Zell will be down the outside fence though in that good race, and it'll probably not be stopped.
Jumping Joe, question: do you ever bet on greyhounds? I know Drew likes a sneaky dish liquor. I do.
Oh, I do, but I don't bet. I bet to it's like a Nicorette chewy or something if you're trying to quit smoking, just to scratch your itch. But I don't. It's not a proper bet. I'm not having a big lot of it.
I've had some sick bets on the greyhounds in my time, so yeah. Has Red Zell lost a leg? Just about out to 4-1. Done nothing wrong. Has won down the straight and drawn out. That was from another second.
Don't you think it might have gone off or something?
Yeah, could have been.
And they already know. Yeah. But they want to run it at Flemington on a big day, which does happen because you got to think it's like a syndicated horse, and they can take all these owners to Flemington, to the headquarters of Australian racing on a massive day, and have be in the owners' boxes and all that shit.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes
sell them into more.
Sometimes horses that actually can't win that are there. But I don't think that's the case to Red Zell.
Yeah. In Goodall, Baker Magic need 1400 now, 3 wide in Everest and still run on.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. That's all from us. Looking forward to the day.
Yeah. Thanks for all the support and nice stuff you've said, and hope you've found some winners through the carnival. I'm going to Byron Bay straight away. We're having a couple of days off at least. Yeah. There'll be no review show for the carnival. Probably not. No. Because we can't do it. I'll be on track though at Bendigo when I get back. Not Bendigo, at Sandown.
Yeah, Sandown on
Wednesday.
Sandown Wednesday and then Saturday. Yeah.
Sandown Wednesday. That'll be via our own brand website, and then Saturday probably via Racing Rant.
Yep.
But we'll be back on track, and we'll start to do our shows as normal from then, once a week, twice a week. Thank God.
Twice a week.
It's been a big couple of weeks, hasn't it?
It has.
All right, guys. I hope you have a really great finish to the carnival.
Yeah. Cheers.
See ya.